All right, welcome back. You're watching Wise Guys. Yeah, the show where your views become the news. As usual, we're at the beautiful Spark Steakhouse in New York City, where they treat us like family. You got to check it out if you're coming to New York. And as usual, I'm with my crew. My #1 knockout artist is with me, the founder of Citizens Against Political Persecution, Kara Castronova, and also filling in for Big Lou as my substitute consigliere this week. Krisia Lenzo joins us again. She's the chairwoman of the Metropolitan Republican Club right here in New York. And this week, very special guest, very special Wise Guys, because we have none other than Kari Lake with us today. Thank you so much, Kari.
It is so fun to be here, and it's such a historic spot.
Yeah, well, not for all the right reasons, so you better be good, Kari, all right?
I'm going to.
So every week we hit the streets, Kari and I. We try to track down the best stories, and this week we were very lucky. Krisia's organization, the Metropolitan Republican Club, brought in Vivek Ramaswamy to talk to her organization about why he's in the race. And we usually talk to regular folks in the clips, but Vivek was there, so we caught up with him. I want you to take a look at what he had to say, and then get your reactions to him and some of the rest of the field.
Okay.
Take a look. It seems like you won the fight on air with Don Lemon, and the post-game show looks like you did pretty good too. Would you channel your best Donald Trump and look into the camera and say, Don Lemon, you're fired?
Don Lemon, you're fired.
That was awesome.
That's good. I like him. He's got personality. I got a chance to meet him at CPAC about a month ago, and he's a really positive young person, and I like his energy. I think he's got a great future. Do I think he's going to beat Donald Trump? No, I don't. But I think there's a place for him obviously in politics. We need young people like that. He's run a successful company. I love his energy. He's really great to be around.
We're going to talk about the candidates, the field, and everything in the next segment. But, you know, he was referring to Don Lemon, and Don Lemon was fired from CNN along with the big whopper, Tucker Carlson, fired from Fox News. And we wanted to get your thoughts on Tucker and overall censorship in the mainstream media.
Well, I'm not surprised Don Lemon was fired. I mean, his ratings have been faltering and pretty much next to nothing for a long time. He should have been fired a long time ago. But Tucker, just conversely, I mean, his ratings top in all of cable news, top in news, and he's a voice we need. I'm really bothered that they would let him go. I'm worried that the next year and a half, when we need his voice, it's so important. He kind of set the agenda for conservative
I think
discussion.
he should come to Newsmax. I think that Newsmax is the best option for Tucker to come to. And I was always iffy and on the fence about Tucker. I decided I really like him now because his past with the Iraq War and the Afghanistan War. But then I saw that video that he made, and I thought it was amazing how he actually apologized and said he was ashamed for pushing that war.
And I was really surprised the way they fired Tucker Carlson, because I felt like that was such a disgrace to the viewers at Fox News. It was totally not considering their point of view at all, basically dismissing them, saying we don't care, to your point, about the ratings, about the fact that he literally has a cult following of people, and just totally dismissed him. He had no idea that this was going to happen.
So I'm hoping if that's the deal he has, he breaks that deal, because I believe America needs his voice.
I think that if the network, if Fox actually goes against Tucker and sues him for actually going elsewhere, they will completely lose their audience altogether. People will be frustrated. They're so out of touch in general with who their audience is.
There's really no one who could fill
can't
Tucker's
replace him.
shoes.
Nobody.
I mean, maybe
You know,
you,
Kari
but
Lake.
you're about the only one.
I think what's happening is that they've decided to really stake their claim as an establishment Republican conservative outlet rather than a more America First outlet. I'm a big America First fan because I believe the only way out of the mess we're in is America First policies. And at the minimum, you have to have those voices. If they turn their back on the America First crowd, they're going to lose viewers. And that's fine. You know, Tucker can go somewhere else. We'll figure that out. Don Lemon, conversly, could start a podcast and nobody would watch it.
Nobody would watch
Don Lemon
it.
could start a hot dog stand these days, if you ask me. But, you know, just last week, Tucker put up one post on Twitter, 2-minute post, and it had 50 million views in 24 hours.
And it just shows you that terrestrial TV is really faltering. You know, they don't have a lot of eyeballs, the ratings are low. A lot of times the tweets that I put out, and probably you guys as well, get hundreds of thousands, a million eyeballs, more than that. This isn't even, these other outlets, MSNBC, CNN, they don't even get close to that. So it shows you the power of social media and of voices outside of the mainstream media.
Thank goodness we have Elon Musk at the helm of Twitter right now, because if he were not, we wouldn't have heard anything from Tucker.
Exactly.
But that being said, yes, I think at this point, Fox definitely lost, I think it was about $700 million in market share. The stock plummeted. This will have long-lasting results for the company, and certainly when the ratings and the demo is 400,000 people in the demo, we're totally switching to other channels, of course, Newsmax,
yeah.
as they should, because Newsmax is respecting the viewer. They want to let the viewer, have the option.
Thank God, I was going to say that Tucker got to interview Elon Musk on his way out.
That
was
was
a great
that was
interview.
nice.
It was
And
a great
hopefully
He had
Newsmax
Trump.
capitalizes on this. I mean, this is a real opportunity for Newsmax, so hopefully they capitalize on
Yeah.
this and start bringing in more of these voices.
And if you think Tucker didn't have a little bit of a sense what he was doing, think again, because he had on Elon Musk for a 2-part series and Donald Trump in his last few shows before he went
And
out the
Kanye
door.
West
So
before that.
I'm going to put an exclamation on this. The way to defeat the Uni Party in Washington, D.C. is for Elon Musk and Tucker Carlson to announce they're running for president in 2024 on the Purple Party. And I think a lot of Americans might be relieved, but we know where you stand. We all stand with you right now. But I think people overall want to come together.
Yeah.
And I think
We need to come together
the
as
parties
Americans.
sometimes fight to make sure we're apart.
Yeah.
Never here on Wise Guys, you're part of the family. Wise Guys Nation continues to grow. And to all you new former Fox viewers, welcome. You're all welcome. We're going to take a quick break right now from Spark Steakhouse. Do not move, because we're going to talk more about all the candidates in the field, and we're going to find out exactly what Kari Lake may be in the next campaign. Right after this on Wise Guys. Don't move. Out there this week in the field, Kara and I were talking to people, not only Vivek, but people at the event, who they liked. What do you think? Many people say, I like Trump, but I want to hear what this guy had to say. I like DeSantis, but I wanted to hear what this guy said. I think he was warmly received. I'll get your views in a minute, Krisha, but people had a lot of ideas, and it shows to me the strength of the Republican bench out there, including you. But I want you to take a look at one of the people out there who gave some great responses, and then we'll take it from there. What do you think about Kari Lake as vice president?
I think she'd be awesome. I think she'd be awesome as president. Sorry. I think Kari Lake would be a phenomenal candidate. I think she's so polished, she's so smart, she's really well spoken, and she really is the best of what America has to offer.
Oh my gosh.
So you heard me in the background there saying, why not president? Why does the female always
my
have to be vice president? Why can't you say Kari Lake for president? I know we all love Donald Trump, but besides that, and I honestly would probably maybe vote for you. I don't know. Maybe
Wow.
before Donald
Well,
Trump.
thank
I don't
you.
know, because you're a woman, and I believe that you could do the job well. But it really frustrates me when people always pick the women as vice president. So
Yeah.
in my lifetime, I would love to see an elected female president, not an appointed one like Kamala Harris might possibly be if Joe Biden gets impeached or sent away somewhere.
You did a lot of TV. Don't you love when your co-host, and we do camera for each other when we do the field stuff, so we just have it all live, we know. But don't you love when your co-host is your camera person, and they're also telling you what to say?
She's chirping in.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we do have a great bench. I mean, the Republican Party, and I believe the America First wing of the Republican Party, is absolutely the party with the policies that are common sense and will solve the problems that the Uniparty has gotten us into. Let's face it, a lot of these politicians with experience are the ones who got us into the mess we're in. And I see President Trump's America First policies getting us out. I am firmly behind President Trump. I think there's no secret to that. We will have a female president someday. Who it will be, I don't know. But I'm less concerned about if it's a man or a woman and their skin color, their diversity and all that. I want diversity of thought, and I want policies that are going to work. So that's what I'm concerned about. I love that you said that. I love you for that.